Rebuild Nepal Education Foundation mission is to assist the young student in remote regions of Nepal recover and ensure that their education is uninterrupted after the devastating earthquake of 2015. Here is an interesting talk by RNEF founder.
I was here in Nepal the year before the earthquake doing trek.
Okay.
And my guide from Earthbound Expeditions, my guide was trekking me down the mountain, and we walked through little villages. I didn't know what a village was. And so little villages had little schools. And my guide from Earthbound says, "You were a teacher, yeah?" I said, "Yes." "Do you want to see a school?" I said, "Whoa, that'd be great." So I went into the schools, and simple education, no materials. So I thought, I'll come back next year and volunteer. So my daughters are all teachers, and so the next year my oldest daughter and I were going to fly back to Nepal and volunteer in remote mountain regions into the schools. 3 weeks before we flew, earthquake happened. And obviously it wasn't safe to come. So I said I would never come to Nepal again. That was it. Well, 6 months later, Earthbound Expeditions, the trekking company that had me trek, kept my email. And Rajan Shmata said, "Ernie, we need your help. 9,000 people died. All of those homes and schools that you saw on that mountain slope are gone." So he said, "We need help." I'm a retired teacher. I knew nothing about what to do. So I talked to my family, talked to my friends, talked to myself, and I said, maybe I can do something. So I asked all my friends for money, all of my friends for supplies, medical, educational, and off I flew in fall of 2016. Now I thought it was just going to be one time. Just one time. But it was up in Newark. I was up there about 6 weeks after I had been here. And a satellite went over. And I was able to get on my iPhone. And so I made a post on Facebook. This is what I'm doing. I need money. I need help. Well, interestingly enough, one of my former science students from America was in Qatar. Qatar? "Mr. Schiller, what are you doing in Nepal?" So I text him back. He says, "I'm coming." He's a medical doctor. So 6 days later, he finds me on my mountain slope. And because of that post, the world kept messaging me and saying, "I want to go, I want to help, I want to donate, I want to help, I want to go, I want to donate." I was only going to come one time. And so that's how the foundation started.
Wow.
Simply by a satellite and me getting on internet. So we keep coming back with more volunteers, more donors, trying to improve education of the children that really don't have much money. And early on, those children couldn't even get in school because their mommies, their daddies were killed, their grandmas were hurt, the water buffalo died, their goats died, their homes were destroyed. So early on, we were finding those young children and paying school fees, and we're still doing it today.
Okay. Mr. Schiller, how many students you are supporting today?
We have over 20,000 students in school
Wow.
that would not be in school.
Great.
And we have been here so long. Some children started at 14. We now have 46 children in college that we are supporting 100% or 50%, depending upon what their parents can afford to contribute.
What do you get doing social work? What do you get
A very
doing
interesting
social
question.
work?
My family asked me that too because a very
I'm now
interesting
75.
question. My family
And
asked
I
me
have
that
been
too
retired 20
because
years.
I'm now 75.
But retired
Professionals.
I have been retired 20 years.
Don't want to quit.
But
We
retired
want to
professionals
help wherever. Don't want
and
to quit.
when I
We
come
want
to
to
Nepal,
help wherever.
my heart
And
explodes
when I come to Nepal,
with gratitude of helping
my heart
other people.
explodes.
And Nepal needs help.
with gratitude of helping
And I'm an
other
educator.
people.
And Nepal
And
needs help.
once an educator,
And I'm an educator.
always an educator.
And
But to
once
help
an
one
educator
another
always an
really
educator.
helps you. But to help one another, to help other people,
really helps you.
really helps you both spiritually,
To help other
and
people
professionally.
My name
Really
is
helps
Sagar
you both
Sapkota. Mine
spiritually
is in the Sapkota
and
from
professionally.
doing Bachelor in Science, BSc. Major is Physics and Math. I'm studying in Bachelor's level in
Rebel Nepal Education Foundation, you are giving this opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to say now?
I want to thank Mr. Ernie and his foundation, Rebel Nepal Education Foundation. He's helping me since 2016, and we met in this school, and since then he's helping me to till now.
Okay.
Yeah, same as him. It has been a great journey. So, Mr. Ernie, he has been seeing me like in when I was kid, like I was in grade 10, I guess.
Because I think that I have that much knowledge to teach students, and I am learning them. I'm learning from them. They are teaching in schools since they while they are touring to Nepal, to visiting different types of schools. So I'm inspired from them too. So I want to be a teacher.
Okay, good. You're right.
Yeah, I would say I will do my master degree first for better opportunities. So let's see. I will join something like in bank sector.
As Christians, I believe that Matthew 25 says, "What you do to the least of these, my brethren, you do unto me."
Yes.
Ernie and I are longtime friends for 35 years. He kept persuading me to come to Nepal with him. Finally, my wife and I came 3 years ago because we are retired teachers, and we felt that we could help the least of these, which means the poor, the poverty, the people who have need in schools. And so we feel that our gifts, although I think I have few gifts, the gifts we have, I think, can be used in Nepal. Schools, tolerance, acceptability, understanding. So we feel that Ernie has given us an opportunity to come here to use our gifts. And I believe that's a biblical mandate of obedience, that if you have gifts, that they need to be used for the least of these. And again, Matthew 28 says we are to go into other lands and share our gifts and share the gospel whenever we can. And I believe that sharing the gospel means helping the poor, helping the needy, helping the people who have less than I have. In America, I am just middle class, but here I am very rich, and I can share my resources and money with people who need help. And so my gifts and my abilities and that has led my wife and I to come back for 3 years, because we feel that we can make a difference to help students, people, adults, by simply loving them and giving them attention and supporting their businesses. And just the people right along the alley here, Ernie and I, and we've become good friends with all of them because we care about them. We support their business, and they then accept us for being in their country. So bottom line, Ernie has many gifts, Chuck has many gifts, David has many gifts, Lori and my wife Karen have many gifts. They're all different, so we can use all those different gifts as a group of 10 and the teenage boys that are with us to make an impact and help Nepal.
I have experience with computers, I have experience with technology, I have experience with engineering, so I am not a teacher, but we all have our life experiences. And so we're going to be visiting many schools, both in Kathmandu as well as out in the hills. And so not only will it be a good experience to meet the people of Nepal, it'll also be to share. We'll be able to learn from each other.
We were science teachers in the same part of the state of Iowa for many years. And I am now retired from science teaching. I am now a curriculum writer. So I write lesson plans for elementary through high school teachers about science. I'm very interested in science education. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here, not only to help schools and students that need help, but also to help bring good science education to those schools as well.
The main reason we came here, as Schiller said, was to help many families and help keep kids in school and educate them. For example, I've seen with Peg Stefan, who was interviewed earlier, most of us are retired teachers, though me and Aiden aren't. We're currently students, but we've decided that we should try to help in any way that we can. For example, my family has raised a bunch of toys, etc., for kids so they can play with them, etc. Along with, we've brought kind of Legos so we can be able to teach small bits of engineering to students.
Because I have a passion for children,
Okay.
and I'm a retired teacher, and I see a need here in Nepal. I connected with Ernie and was so impressed with his foundation. And it's been a match made in heaven. We can help kids, and I that's my passion. Well, I saw the mission that the foundation created to help remote schools, and there are so many students that are in need. So this year, Ernie let me take a focus on working with blind kids. So I was able to connect with a blind school in the United States and got donations from their principal to help these blind kids. So we're bringing over white canes to help them, to guide them in their environment. We have Braille materials to teach them how to have literacy by using their fingers to read Braille, and various other things we're going to work with them on, and I'm very excited.
Probably because I was a teacher in America my whole career, and I, like Lori, also have a passion for children and for keeping them in school and getting them supplies to help them learn so that they can have a productive future as they grow up. So it's very near and dear to my heart, to education.